Hello sim fans, Racing at 393, and we really are on the sim racing overload from nothing to 2 videos. So anyway, make the most of it, eh? So we're back on United Racing Design, and this car has only just been released today. Comes in at about €3.50, so just over £3 or 4.5. $4.50, something like that. Now, the main difference with this car, as opposed to a lot of URD, is this is an officially licensed, fully licensed 2023 Radical SR XXR. So the good thing is they're allowed all the technical data, liveries, I suppose, or maybe the liveries might not be, I don't know. Badges, and you can have the Radical hopefully performing as it would in real life. So I don't know if you've ever been in a Radical. I have. I've been round a Radical at Castle Combe. I've not driven it. Been taken round on a passenger ride by someone who races them at a very high level and is very, very good. Then absolute. I don't know. Some things absolutely blow me away. This was one of them. They are so fast. Um, a lot of people buy these. I mean, to race them, you're looking at probably well over 100 grand for a race season because they race abroad as well. But as far as a Radical, you can pick them up fairly cheap. And you can have them as a track day car. Lots of people just buy them, they tinker with, and then take them down the track. They don't race, but they do track days. They don't do laps and that would appeal to me. It's like it says here. So I'll read some of this out for you. It says ideal for a track day enthusiast, motorsport country club members and racers across the globe. The SR10 delivers more power and torque than it's ever before, featured in the Radicals SR lineup with a high horsepower, high life powertrain. The Radical SR10 is everything you'd expect from a Radical, turbocharged as well. So that they weigh nothing. We'll look at the specs when we put it in the game, and they go like the proverbial you know what off a shovel. So a little bit here it says the SR10's sole purpose is an out-and-out manoeuvre the competition whilst remaining easy to drive. So I can't vouch for that because I've not driven one, but what is easy to drive nowadays at high speed? I think you have some skill there somewhere. Radical Performance Engines, that's RPE, cutting edge engine tuning capabilities, and Ford's EcoBoost reliable engine. They come together to unleash a powerful race engine in excess with 425 bhp, which is a lot for something that weighs nothing, and 380 foot-pounds of torque. A bespoke Garrett G-Series turbocharger delivers better throttle response and reduced lag, as turbos tend to give, a lot of lag. Forged pistons and connecting rods, and a bespoke dry sump lubricating system for bulletproof durability. This high output engine is integrated with a new Hewland GT3 6-speed gearbox. I think he's still about, William Hewland. Used to race against him in karts. Used to use back then a Hewland Arrow 100cc engine, air cooled. So it says this release has to be used, if it's on Assetto Corsa, it needs to be used with the CSP custom shaders patch 0.1.79. So if you haven't got that, you best update it to that, otherwise apparently this won't work. You can't. It does warn you here because of its licensing. You can't just download it, go and take it to a sim racing expo, and use it as a marketing tool for whatever you're doing. So they won't allow that. This does remain United Racing Design's property, and I guess you must get permission for them first. So it's like public and corporate events. So what I'm doing on YouTube here is absolutely fine. We're promoting it for them, aren't we? So we're going to take this around a track which I know very well, Castle Combe. I've been around that track many times as a passenger and as a driver. So we'll jump in. We'll do the proverbial reconnaissance lap or two. It's quite a short lap, one just over a minute. Well, it might be quicker if I get my finger out, but just over a minute. And we'll talk about the car whilst we're going round. So let's jump in. So here's the car, the SR10 XXR Radical, designed by, aptly named, United Racing Design. 425 bhp. It only weighs 725 kilograms, which is less. It's probably on around about somewhere around Mini, maybe the early Fiestas, not the late ones. So power to weight ratio is absolutely paramount when it comes to motorsport. Hence why karting is such a thrill. Back in the day, the 100cc air-cooled karts, they weighed nothing. I can't remember what they weighed. Barely 80 kilos. Considering back then I was barely a crisp packet weight anyway. Power to weight, immense. So that's the art of building a proper racing car. Formula One cars, for example, they used to be light, fast engines. They've gone away from that a little bit now. Although there might be more powerful engines, they have got heavier, which is wrong in my opinion. But anyway, we're going to get this car out. It's a 2023. It's only just been released. It's got all the licensing, as I said before. And we're going to take it on a track I know very well, Castle Combe, which is in like Chippingham. So without further ado, let's go and hop in. So here we have it. So we can see the nice design, aluminium wheels, carbon fibre everywhere. The bodywork's plastic. It's left-hand drive. It's got a little shark fin on there as well. These things are ballistic. So let's jump in. So I'm very familiar with this layout of this track for once. You can see here the cockpit's very sparse. It's got a very tiny little screen on there for the aero. Majority of the car is carbon fibre, so it's strong and light. I have been around this circuit already just to test it out. Bit of a spoiler alert. The car's really good. The track is completely wrong. But I'll try and sort of relay that to you as we go out. So we're coming out the pits. That there says folly, but it's not like that.
Exit is clear. Don't cross the line.
So I know the track pretty well. Doesn't mean I won't go off though.
Cold tyres all round.
But let's talk about the car. The car, I'm almost wondering whether it would be a lot quicker. I don't know, it might need to rev more. That might be down to me. but it tends to handle okay. I just thought it could be a little bit quicker. Let's give it a lap or two. It's not quite that bumpy in real life there.
Okay, Dean, you need to watch the track limits.
Missed my braking point. I know the track. I know the track. I really do. But yeah, the car does feel light. A lot lighter than the previous video with the GT3. There's a nice weight of the wheel. It's a really good feel for the front wheels there. Definitely feels very, very light and agile. You can feel the back go then, that was good. Bit of understeer there. Nice sharp turning.
Sector 2 time is okay.
Feel the car gripping up. So let's give it a quiet lap without me talking. I think 109 is my fastest.
You've just done a 106.48. That's your fastest lap.
Right, we've gone miles quicker straight away. Nearly. YouTube corner, that one, you look it up.
Sector 1 time is good. Sector 2 time is good. The right side tyres are cold.
Yep, they are.
Try to keep it within the lines.
Got to do another lap. This is quite good fun, I have to say now. Alright, it's only a sim. Overdriving it now.
Your tyres are cold, watch out.
The left side's okay. It's a chicane. Right, let's give it another go. I think I'm pushing too hard. Let's slow it down a little bit.
108 off your best. Was at 106.80. Sector 3 is 0.29, slower than your best. Sector 2 time is okay. That was at 105.18. That lap was at 105.14. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
Well, there we go. I did. You won't see all the laps. I did a shit ton of laps. Now, once those tyres warm up, they are a bit slow. I don't know whether that's the sim or the nature of the circuit even. The replay camera on Castle Combe isn't great, so but I have slowed it down. Now the last two laps, they were my quickest laps. They weren't my tidiest, but I went from, I think I did a 109, but it went immediately down to 106, and then I was into the low 105s. Pretty sure there's a 104, there's a mid 104 in there somewhere in this car with no setup change. But what a fantastic car! Once you push it and you use those tyres, you can really feel the full speed. That is so much better than that GT3. If you watch a GT3 video beforehand, that was good. That was so much better. I cannot stress how much fun that is. What is it about it? It's just when you get into the zone, you can really feel the force feedback much more than what you can with the. I'm only comparing the GT3, the fake Ferrari, because I haven't driven anything on a sim for a long time on the PC, and this one's all official. So the data that they've got in the car, so it handles within the game and the parameters within the game, they've done a really, really good job. This might not be the best, or it definitely isn't the best rendition of Castle Combe. It's way out. There's some corners which are quite similar, but come across the start-finish line, around the first corner, Folly, and up to Avon Rise, definitely wrong. 100% wrong, but no, this isn't an official track, but I need to find one. If you know where, if there is one for Assetto Corsa, can you send me the link? I'd like to have a go at that if you can find it. I might even have a look myself, and maybe I'll do a review on that circuit, as I know it pretty well. I made a lot of mistakes. I was trying too hard, just overdriving the car. But the last two laps were very, very, very similar in time, and the last lap was the quickest. But what a fantastic car. URD, you have absolutely nailed this one. I can't stress that until you go and drive this car and push it to a limit of the corners, you can get the understeer, oversteer, the tyres gripping, sliding, oversteering on the braking, turning in, getting the car balanced. I mean, the mistakes that I made were my fault, not the car. And you could push harder. I could definitely sense there being another, even for me, another half a second there. Maybe with some setup within the game, you might go quicker. Don't know. But yeah, I'm just going to put this to full speed for the final lap. Unfortunately, the camera's sort of just a fixed point, more or less. I don't think the replay has a true sense of speed behind it. It feels a lot quicker when you're in the car. You can hear the turbo. There's no lag. Wiggle there around the first or last corner. And we go across the line. So we're going to finish there on a very distant picture of the car, actually. I can't do nothing about that unless there's like a cam tool that you can get. But again, there's things that I'm not familiar with enough to go and say, yeah, you need this. But this is about the car. Fantastic. €3.50. It's a win-win. I can't believe it's that cheap. I've driven Radicals and other Sims. I don't recall them. They are good. I'm just trying to think. I don't recall them being this good though. So yeah, well done, United Racing Designs, and great for Radical to give them the data so they can produce a car that drives like that. That is good. So I mean, these cars do race abroad, but they're not really designed for the wide open circuits in Europe and across the globe. I mean, these are more of the traditional tight UK tracks. I think they do race at Portimao though in Portugal. That's a super. I wonder if I got that. I'll have to try that. They were there the other week actually. I saw a bit on YouTube. They're so quick around there. I'm not sure the game's going to portray that part of it that well. I don't know, but maybe I'll find that one. But yeah, so what do you think? If you haven't got this, can I just say, can I recommend that you download it, spend a few pennies, and give it a go? It's an old sim, I get that, but fantastic. That's worth every penny. I'd pay double that. I shouldn't say that. They might put the price up now, but I would definitely pay more than that. €4.99 is what the others were, wasn't it? So yeah, worth the money, worth it. That's the end of that. I'm ecstatic. So without further ado, I'm going to be off now. So let me know if you've got it. Let me know your thoughts, or if you haven't got it and you get it, give me some feedback of what you think. Let me know if there's a better rendition of Castle Combe for Assetto Corsa. Portimao, pretty sure that's somewhere. I don't know if I've got it in my track list. I haven't looked. But yeah, let me know. And if you'd like to, it'd be much appreciated again if you subscribe and hit the notifications. There'll probably be a little bit more sim racing things coming along in the winter. From nothing to everything. That's 2 already by the time you've watched this video. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. So well done, guys. So that's it for now. Without further ado, I'm going to see you later. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Incidentally, I'm just going to show you this. So my fastest lap then was a 105.145, and I felt there's definitely a 104.5 in there, and the theoretical best based on my laps, I did 9, was a 104.882. I reckon I could get down to a 104.5. I'm not sure I could be much quicker though. I'd have to do some setup on the car. Maybe that'll be our next video. If you want to see that video around, well, it'll probably have to be this Castle Combe, unless there's another one. I have to sort of reset. But let me know. And I've said bye before, but just let me know. Do you want to see me do some more laps in this Radical around Castle Combe? And should I challenge myself to get to a 104.5 with some setup changes? Let me know your thoughts. I mean, there's probably people out there that have mashed it anyway, but you know, I would talk about my limits here, not the limit of what everyone else can do. But yeah, anyway, I thought I'd add that in before I go. Twice now. I've gone before, definitely going this time. Thanks for watching. See you later.